Hi. I'm eating dessert real quick. I had some broccoli and cauliflower and some breaded chimkin for Din Din. Co-workers, friends. Got me a 4-layer cheesecake. I had a little bit of it the other day. I'm finishing it off. We can do some bullshitties before then. I'm waiting for this sugar to hit me. I had Star Schmucks for breakfast because I wanted some caffeine. With a whole grain English muffin, egg whites, and turkey bacon. That was breakfast. But I didn't eat anything else until I got home. Well, no, that's a lie. I had a handful of, I had nuts in my mouth earlier. But after that, I just came home, ate the broccoli, cauliflower, chimkin, and this. So. We're going to be starting with Case 1 of Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. I want to see how they, because they fucked with the names and I already know it. Like, I already know they fucked with, he's not the best, he's something else. Yes. Probably should. I mean, well done. Well done. Does that make you giggle? Zerder, this game already had its 20-year anniversary, by the way. Let me rephrase that. The American side had just had their 20-year anniversary for the first game. The Japanese have had this game for 3 years prior to that. This game was originally on a DS, not even a 3DS. No, it wasn't even on DS. It was on Game Boy Advance in Japan. The first 3 were on the Game Boy Advance. DS is 2006, Zerter. It's almost 20 years, Zerter. Anyway, I've waited long enough. Either people go be here or they ain't go be here. Turnabout trigger. Here he comes. The presidential plane descends from the western skies, and it's making its final approach to land on Gordy Lake. Just listen to that crowd. Welcome, Zheng Fa. Welcome, Mr. President. And now, sir, your audience awaits. Honored friends and allies, I'm here today to deliver a message. The odious crimes that dog my beloved nation are no more, thanks to the prosecutor's office of your great country. You have our most heartfelt gratitude. However, friends, do not forget the battle against evil rages on. Here today I make you this solemn promise. We shall crush the wicked with the righteous hammer of justice. Call the prosecutor's office. Get Miles Edgeworth here right away. And if anyone can solve this case, he can. The news must be halfway around the world already. After all, it's not every day an attempt is made on the life of a nation's president. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I work as a prosecutor. And I came as soon as I got the call. The moment the phone rang, I knew it was serious. Yes, sir. Y'all are just dirty, nasty, got your minds in the damn gutter. We just go from that sentence straight to dick. Thank goodness you're here, sir. By the way, if you were not paying attention to the last game, this is actually the start of a brand new game that takes place right after the first one. So... Yep. Well. Thank goodness you're here, sir. This is Dick Gumshoe, a detective with the local precinct. He's usually the one assigned to my cases. How's the president, detective? We still don't know, Mr. Edgeworth. The medics just boarded the plane a few minutes ago. I see. I hope he's alright. Then I suppose you'd better show me the scene of the crime instead. Right away, sir. Hey, you, Ruffles. What? Who's that? This game, originally released in Japan, on the DS. I believe this is 2010, 2011-ish. You're the prosecutor in charge of this here case, ain't ya? Yep, alright, hit the wrong button. Wanna give me your first impressions? Anything strike y'all as odd? No comment. Detective Gumshoe, with me. Come on now, Mr. Prosecutor, don't be like that. Mr. Edgeworth, wait for me! Hi, Shine. I know, I've already been asked to download 7Z and all this other crap. 7TV, what is it? Maybe I'll do it. But I want to limit some of the things that come up as, like, smaller emotes, unlike the ones Zerto did for pyramids. Because if what you have to type is 10 times longer than the damn image itself, don't bother. Anyway, let's continue with the case. The president of Zheng Fa just had an assassination attempt on him. No. I'm talking about the emote you picked up. That one. Like, the majority of these are fine. I mean, if you really want to be special about these, all you do is just type this, and then this, and then this. I thought the colorful fuck was great. I mean, Dix is a classic one. We can put vaginas in there. We can put boobies up there too. I'm sure there's one for that. Regardless, let's continue. Now, Detective, I'll need the details of the case, and in as much detail as you can give me. Well, the scene was right here at Gourd Lake, as you already know. A bunch of people were gathered to welcome the president of Zheng Fa, Di Junwang. That's new. That's a new name. Di Junwang. I read about his visit. It's been all over the news for days now. It was raining until just before he landed. Luckily, it let up. And he went on stage as planned. And then smack dab in the middle of his speech, bang, a gun goes off, everyone runs for cover, terrified for their lives. Apparently. Truth is, I only just showed up myself. I don't know a whole lot more than you do, sir. You were someone on short notice as well? Sure was. Right in the middle of my day off. I was at the office taking advantage of the peace and quiet to prepare for my next case. And then the boss himself calls you to the scene. Never a dull moment, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Boss? Yeah, Chief Prosecutor was right here in the park, saw the whole thing. First chance he got, he yelled at the top of his lungs, "Get me Edgeworth right away, he's the only man for the job." Something like that. Oh, They cordoned the perimeter. They're trying to be fancy with their words. They secured the perimeter of the park off as soon as it happened. You'll be happy to know. So our would-be assassin is still here somewhere? Good. Now all I gotta do is find him in the middle of that crowd before they strike again. You're right. We don't know what else our culprit might be planning. These people are in danger. We don't have a moment to lose. Let's begin with the basics. Search every inch of the crime scene for clues, no matter how insignificant they may seem. Precisely. The president was shot, which means a gun was involved. That's our first clue. Alright, duly noted. Gumshoe. How exactly was the security detail surrounding the president's speech organized? Well, sir, officers were mainly focused on securing the perimeter of the park. The president's people took charge of the rest. He has his own team of bodyguards. See those guys over there? Maybe we should ask them a few questions. If I want to talk to them, I'll need to walk over and press action. Can I help you? You're one of the president's bodyguards, correct? Could you tell me how a security detail was arranged during the speech? 2 of our senior operatives were attached to the president. The rest secured the stage. This isn't our first rodeo. Anything suspicious in that crowd and we would have spotted it right away. I see. So the president's security was tightly orchestrated for the duration of his speech. Let's investigate further. We should speak with other witnesses and continue to look over the crime scene. We can't afford to leave any stone unturned. So that's how y'all go about it, huh? It sure is something seeing the pros at work. Care to share a little bit about what happens to that information once you got a hold of it? Bystanders, this one seems persistent, but I can't afford to get distracted. Hey Ruffles, I asked you a question, damn it. What happens next? Hi, Asper. Well, we put all the information together and try to find connections, right, sir? Detective! Aw, don't be so hard on the poor guy. So, connections, you say? And then... Well, I guess you say we connect the dots. Connect one piece of information to another. It's Mr. Edris' forte. He's a logic master. No, and then... But Asper, and then... I can view what information I have and then connect it. Yep. I should try it now. Just a quick... They won't let me go past this. And... boop. Despite the president's tight security, the perpetrators still managed to carry out their attack. Completely undetected by a contingent of highly trained bodyguards, no less. No mean feat. This would have taken some serious planning. In other words, the assassination attempt was almost certainly premeditated. That's the stuff, Mr. Edgeworth. Old logic never fails, huh? I got the hiccups. Indeed, all we need to do is find the right clues and make the right connections between them. Make the wrong connections, however, and we'll only wind up further from the truth. Which means I must make well-reasoned connections if I intend to draw out logical conclusions. Let's get this investigation started. Time to examine anything and everything. Yep. If I wish to speak with the detective, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to speak to the detective because... reasons. No. I was as surprised as you are, sir, but there's no mistaking it. It's the Steel Samurai. Gotta have the Steel Samurai. Especially in this place. The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. It's a popular TV show. Old, young, it doesn't matter. Truly has something for everyone. Beats me why they had a steel samurai balloon at a welcome party for a foreign president. It is a little odd, although now I think about it. What better hero to represent our nation? I must scour the scene and inspect everything that catches my eye. We're doing nooks and crannies, guys. Nooks and crannies. Breaks your heart, don't it? Does. What villainy could have befallen him? Witnesses say he popped right about when the gun went off, which strongly suggests that a bullet struck this balloon. Looks like we got a case of a cold-blooded murder. Looks like we got a case of a cold-blooded samurai murder on our hands. This is sacrilege. I won't rest until the culprit has been apprehended. Detective, we can't let this vile assassin escape. We won't. You can count on it. Ooh, what are you? It's the flag of Zheng Fa. The key motif is a blazing red phoenix. Wait, what's this? Something the matter, sir? You don't see it, detective? There's something unusual about this flag. Compare it with the one on the other side of the stage, if you will. Well, that's a beauty right there. Just look at it, flapping in the wind. It's immaculate. Exactly, which is how a flag should look. And yet here we see quite a different picture. One thing in particular stands out, don't you think? Right, of course. Is it, spill the beans. You can lead a horse to water. I'll just have to move the cursor over the problematic spot.
Take that!
The hole. Look closely. Do you see the hole? Look at that. You're right, sir. And note the burn marks around the edges. That's a bullet hole. There's no mistaking it. Bullet hole. So you're saying a bullet went through the flag? I think I've gathered enough information for the moment. Time to put the pieces together and see what we can figure out. There's a bullet hole in the flag. It seems highly likely the balloon was popped by the bullet too. Which means 2 shots were fired, right, sir? Possibly even 3. The president was shot as well, remember? Equally, the hole in the flag and the hole in the balloon could have been made by the same bullet. What we need to know is how many gunshots there were. Alright, on with the Ruffles! Ruffles! Y'all figure something out, huh? Care to share? Who exactly is she, and why does she keep shouting at us? Rubbernecker, I guess. Seems pretty interested in the case. Come on, give me something here. Music's not bad. We do need to speak with some witnesses to find out how many gunshots there were. Fine, let's see if she can tell us anything. There you all are. No. 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 Tabby Lloyd, at your service. Oh, there's worse, Zerter. That's tame. That's tame compared to some of the other ones they've come up with. Well, we started off strong this... Ooh. We started off strong with names tonight. Oh boy. We have not seen these names before, by the way. These are all new names. I'm looking into the case for, well, just for me now, but looking into the case. Miss Lloyd, was it? Is there something I'd like to ask? Well, what can you tell me? Any exclusive details you want to share? How about the perp? Have they made any demands? What about their ruffles? Where's a fella buy a cravat like that?
Hold it!
Will you be quiet for just a moment? I'll be asking the questions here, bud. Damn. And here I thought I could get something juicy for my piece. Need to know about the shooting. Can you tell me about how many gunshots you heard? Why, I most certainly cannot. What? Can't just be handing out leads for free? That's my livelihood. Oh, come on. Don't hold out on us. Y'all gotta share sometimes. Me? Hold out on you? Well, if y'all are gonna be like that, I'll be moving right along. Fuck you. It says goodbye, but no, it's a fuck you. Wait, wait for what exactly? Huh? Huh? If you got nothing for me, I'm gone. We're fresh out of moves here. Out of moves? I wouldn't be so sure. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? As you know, Detective, I like to play a little chess. And what does one do in chess when an opponent adopts a defensive position? Why, the board offers any number of options, but some are more effective than others. Sorry, sir, but this is all going way over my head. Just no matter how impenetrable an opponent's defense may seem, it can always be overcome. Watch and learn, Detective, as I shatter my opponent's resolve with the power of words. Words. When attempting to draw out an entrenched opponent, one must employ certain tactics. Let's picture the board and see if we can anticipate our adversary's next move. Now, we must analyze the state of play. Y'all ain't getting shit out of me, not until you give me something in return. My opponent has dug herself deep. Her defenses won't easily be broken, but I can't afford to try her patience by taking too long to plot my next move. In other words, I must be conscious of not just my strategy, but as of the passing time. That said, I can't afford to waste words either. In fact, it can pay dividends not to. If my opponent gets too agitated. If you're fixing to ask me something, will you just damn well say it already? I may be able to gain a tactical advantage by calmly biding my time. When I see a crack in my opponent's armor, I pounce. I should begin by finding out what it is that she does. Alright, time to make my opening gambit. Why don't you begin by telling me about what it is that you do? Sure, or I could totally not do that. I don't know when... Think I don't know when to keep my mouth shut? That's my job. Is it now? So you do something that you won't or can't tell anybody about? No, shut up! I ain't no lawbreaker if that's what you're insinuating. I'm a law-abiding everyday citizen. You got no reason to say otherwise. Forgive me, I meant nothing by it. If it's something you can't tell me about, I imagine it must be very important work indeed. Huh? Well, sure, I guess. Leastways, it won't... it will be once I bag me my first scoop. Heh. I see. It's a scoop you're after. So you're a journalist? Is that correct? Damn. Sure. I'm your friendly neighborhood reporter. The hungriest cub on the beat. That mystery of what she does for a living solved. Perhaps our hungry young cub has gathered information vital to the case. Let's make that our next line of inquiry. So, the game, when it was translated originally by fans, they called us Logic Chest. They have since called it Mind Chest in this, which is fine. I'm fine with that. It still has chess in it. With the opening moves concluded, the mid-game approaches. What else does she have to tell us? At the time of the incident, were you present at the scene of the crime? Come on now, Ruffus, you ain't gonna give a little old tabby something first. Absolutely not. I ain't giving you nothing either. Think I'm a sucker? Think again. Come on, this is my career we're talking about here. You gotta give me something. Sadly, the more you know, the more you might find out. You more might find yourself in danger. I ain't scared. I'm a pro. It takes more than the sound of a little gunfire to faze me. Heh. You may be a pro, as you put it, but I'd say you're still a little wet behind the ears. You say you heard gunfire, which proves you were here at the time of the crime. Therefore, you must have seen something. Double damn. Fine. I was here. I saw it. Came to report on the big speech. Wound up reporting on a shooting. And you won't get any more out of me than that. I'm done with your tricks, Ruffles. She came to report on the event. She must have made a record of some kind. A record I would very much like to get my hands on. This is quite the clue as to where to take the conversation next. You're a reporter, which means you must have been making a record. You got more questions? You're gonna give me something first, that's the deal. I'm not in the habit of making deals. Now tell me what I need to know. Sorry, Ruffles, can't help you. Time to deploy my clue. No self-respecting reporter would leave the house without a means of putting things on the record. So tell me, Miss Lloyd, where is yours? Of course I made a record. I told you I'm a pro. Damn near wore my shoes out running around on this one. Which is why I'm not about to just hand it over to the first person who asks me. I'm not any person, young lady. I am the prosecutor in charge of this case. Don't you young lady me, you ain't getting it, no matter how many times you ask. You understand, don't you, Ruffles? Ain't nothing personal. I understand your job is a difficult one. You do? Well, ain't that sweet. And in such a competitive field, you must sometimes doubt you'll ever succeed. No, I'll go plenty far, I'm sure of it. Yeah! As long as I got my trusty tape recorder, I'll always be ready to nab me a scoop. I hope this is right. Intriguing. A young reporter hungry for success, so dedicated to your craft to leave such an important event unrecorded would be unthinkable. Oh, choking on dick. Oh, and indeed she did not. She committed the entire event to tape. Damn it. Damn it. This is my scoop you're fucking with. My big break? Fine, sure. I record the whole damn thing. It's all right here. You got me, okay? You got me, gal. Checkmate. You're something else, Ruffles. I was trying to be all strong and silent, but you had me singing like a canary. Never mind that. Now play us the tape. You should finally tell us how many shots were fired. Fine. You can hear it, but I got conditions. You play me like a fiddle, Ruffles. Only the Chief ever played me so good. You gotta agree to be Chief number 2, and as mentor to a rising star. AKA me. Chief number 2, huh? Kinda like a second parent? That's a big responsibility. And one more thing. I want exclusive reporting rights for the first 24 hours. Come on, you gotta say yes. What kind of mentor wouldn't give his star pupil the exclusive, huh? She's a difficult woman to refuse, and I need to hear that recording. 24 hours is more than I can promise. But the story is yours until the case is solved. And the job of Chief number 2? I think not. Aww. You're no fun. But I guess a girl can't have everything. All for the sake of the scoop, huh? Alright, you got yourself a deal. I got exclusive access starting right this second, Ruffles. Good. Then our first order of business is to listen to that tape. Honored friends and allies, I am here today to deliver a message. The odious crimes that dogged my beloved nation are no more. The President's speech. The President passionately addresses the assembled crowd, as if trying to shake off the reports of his declining popularity by sheer force of will. And there's me. Can't be a little live commentary to set the scene. The meeting is scheduled. The meeting is scheduled for just after the speech, correct? He's pretty pleased to be able to put the whole Yatagarasu situation behind him. As well he should be. This is a great day for all of us. Whose voices are these? Oh, there were these two old guys standing right in front of me. They were whispering away to each other the whole damn time. I know their voices from somewhere. Wait, the part where the gun goes off is right after this. The President thrusts his fist in the air as the excitement reaches fever pitch. The battle against evil rages on. Here today I must make you this solemn promise. We shall crush the wicked, righteous hammer of justice. What the? Two gunshots. Two. Dos. Trois. No, deux. Un, deux, trois. Trois is three. Deux. Dos. Two. So 2 shots were fired. Yep. And that tells us something. Something very important indeed. It allows us to deduce the trajectory of one of our bullets. One shot hit the President, which means this other must have passed through the flag and the balloon in that order. As you can see, this allows us to deduce the positions of our shooters. Only possible place from which a bullet could have been fired through the flag and into the balloon is over here. Drawing the line between the flag and the balloon, the trajectory gives us the trajectory of one of our bullets. Places our shooter on the left side of the spectator area. The second one could have been done by either side. You're a genius, Mr. Edgeworth. Dick, I'll need to examine the left side of the spectator area. Roger that, sir. So, you need me to clear those people out of the way, I guess? I do. And what evidence remains to be found may already be deteriorating. So I'll need you to be quick about it. Yes, sir. Chief. Hey, I'm talking to you, Chief. I suppose you mean me, Miss Lloyd. Sure do. You gotta help me help out. This is my forte. The best crowd herder you ever did see. I'll prod, pummel, and push him wherever you'd like. Very kind offer, but I think a little less hands-on approach might be preferable. Also, about this chief business. I'm nobody's chief. Whatever you say, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Your wish is my command. Somehow I doubt that. Here you go, sir. It's all ready for you. Miss Lord here cleared everybody out just like that. You should have seen it. Oh, you ain't seen nothing. Chief, my other chief, she sends him running twice as quick. Sounds like quite a formidable character. Perhaps I should go easier on the poor girl. Thank you, but you really shouldn't have. All that running around? Your clothes are covered in mud. Allow me to pay for the cleaning. It's the least I can do. Huh? You mean my jacket? Don't you be worrying your little pretty head about that. It's reversible. All I gotta do is switch it around, alakazam. On the outside, perhaps, but you still have some of the problem with the inside. And we're ready to get back into the investigation whenever you are, sir. The crowd has trampled the entire area. Be lucky to find any traces of our shooter at all. You even gotta pick through the trash yourself? A prosecutor's life ain't easy, huh? Gumshoe. Right away. The faithful detective scrapples through the garbage as the prosecutor looks on, his hands unblemished. Let's see now. Come to Papa, little treasures. Is he enjoying himself? Bingo! A popsicle stick. Gotta love the jokes they put on these. Detective! Sorry, sir. Relevant evidence, relevant evidence. Huh? Think we got something. Good work, detective. Let's take a closer look, shall we? By examining a piece of evidence from all angles, we can uncover hidden details. Sure, Cad. Just tell me which way you want it, sir. If you want, I can move it closer, further away. When you spot something, just say the word. Point out suspicious areas. Yep. Alright, let's see what we can discover. This is a document of some kind. What are we looking at here? Presidential security plan? It's a diagram of the president's security arrangements. It shows how the president's bodyguards were positioned. Even has his people's names on it. Rook and Knight. So his bodyguards aren't native to Zhangfa. Or to use some private security firm. Why not employ people from his own country? I know why not. Y'all want to hear a little tabloid exclusive? You really know something? Sure do. I was over at their embassy not so long back, sniffing out a story. Well, there, one of my sources tells me that the president's got more enemies than you got hairs on your head. Include a bunch of the bigwigs in the National Police Force. Interesting. So he's unable to trust his own domestic law enforcement. Wonder if one of these enemies could have been the attempt on his life. But what was it doing dumped in the bag? You raise an interesting point. It's a document related to the matter of national security. It would surely be highly classified. Hey, there's something else here. But, oh my. What's a gun doing in there? Sir, this bag, it's gotta belong to the... Yep, it could well have been disposed of by our would-be assassin. A revolver. It would have taken a lot of nerve to dump it here amidst all the chaos. Could this be the work of a professional? I'd explain the security plan too. I think we need to take a very close look at our latest find. This is a laser sight. It can be lined up with a target to make aiming a bit easier. If I press this here... Yep, definitely a red laser. Could the assassin use a laser sight to target the president? This part's called the grip. Held a few guns in my time, though they've never felt quite right in my hand. This one's no exception. 2 bullets! 2 bullets were spent in the chamber. I mean, that's fair. I'm having me a mocha latte pretzel for that. Ow. That cheesecake piece that I had earlier was blueberry. The 2 spent bullets in the cylinder match the 2 gunshots heard on the recording. That proves it. This must be the weapon that was used. That bag was a real find, huh? Just goes to show, a bag in the hand is worth 2 in the trash. Nice work, Detective. Now there's something else I'd like to ask of you if you don't mind. Need you to take the bag and the gun to forensics to see if they can find any prints. On it. Good set of fingies could really help this investigation along. Got the results for you, sir. Wow, that was quick. You bet it was. Told the text it was ultra super high priority. But, they came up empty. I checked everywhere. Inside and out, top to bottom. They even took the bullets out of the gun and dusted them. I knew it wouldn't be that easy. Oh, look! Well, this is quite the situation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Edgeworth? Who was he again? Who knows who this is? Who is that guy over there? Pain in my ass. It's clearly Reggie from Nintendo. No. No. The guy's name is Winston Payne. Oh, I got it. Just like the girl right above us in the jacket and green pants. Their name is Tabby Lloyd. It's Payne, Mr. Edgeworth. Winston Payne. We work together at the prosecutor's office. Oh, he does tell you his name. Even better. Winston Payne. He's a prosecutor. What brings you here today, Mr. Payne? Heh. What indeed? Why, only the invitation of the chief prosecutor himself. His voice, I recognize it from the tape recording. Was he one of the men who was standing in front of Miss Lloyd? And where's chief prosecutor? He had to leave, I'm afraid. He's a busy man. They let him, and only him, through the cordon. So he had me on short notice and then left before I even showed up? Fucking rude. The television truck appears to be stuck in the mud. Reminds me of the time I pushed your car out of that ditch, sir. Then you just drove away and left me there. Gotta admit, it felt kinda lonely. Did I do that? I think I might have. You came back though, only left me there in the mud for maybe 15 minutes. I know you never forget about me, sir. Of course I wouldn't. Sorry, that was 15 minutes anyway. You're with one of the news channels? Yep. Can I help you? You must have footage of the event. Do you mind if I take a look? Wish I could help you, but that might be a little tricky. Why is that, huh, pal? Got a problem with your civic duty or something? No, it's just my camera was knocked over in all the panic. And now I can't get it to work. That footage would have helped immensely. Just our luck. What the? You look like you need a little help, Mr. Edgeworth. I know that voice. It's Kay. Honestly, I leave you alone for 2 seconds, but don't worry, your hero's here to save the day. That's right, the one and only Kay Faraday. Hero, only you would give yourself a title like that. So you're not the great thief anymore? Not right now, but it's not like I quit. I'm just on sabbatical. Taking time out for some intensive training. Being the second Yatagarasu doesn't come easy. Kay helped me out on a few occasions about 2 weeks ago when I was working a case. The case of the Yatagarasu, a mysterious thief who seemed to appear and disappear at will, who claimed only to steal the truth. She calls herself the second Yatagarasu, the successor of the so-called Great Thief. There's not a lock I can't open or a trap I can't escape. And when it comes to stealing, well, I'm still in training, but I'll get there soon enough. And what are you doing here, Kay? What do you think I'm doing? I've been enjoying the festivities, of course. Suppose you did mention being fond of such things. And afterwards, I was thinking of dropping by your office to see you guys, but now I don't have to. Good to see ya, kiddo. You're as bright and breezy as ever. Hey, Gummy, how you been? You're looking pretty full of beans yourself. It's okay. Are you really here to save the day? Yep. Prepare for your jaw to hit the floor. Your best pal in the world here only went in, took pictures of the whole shebang. Did you know? Then you'd better show them to me. Wow, your jaw didn't even drop an inch. What's a girl gotta do to impress you? I know, right? Mr. Prosecutor's here. It's about as much fun as a damn toothache. Wouldn't even let me call him Chief. Ah, but I'm forgetting my manners. Tabby Lloyd, ace reporter at your service. Nice to meet you, Tabby. You're right, he's no fun at all. This one time You two can chat later. Okay, can I see those pictures? Boo. Fine. Here. Took this one right when the gun went off. It was total chaos. People running everywhere. The president and his 2 bodyguards. Names on the security plan were Knight and Rook, I think. You might remember this. I did start to play this, and then it actually got released. We're going to do our best not to overdo it tonight. I had some headaches on Monday, and they just progressively got worse. This morning they were better, but I can tell a lot of light is going to fuck with it. So I'll do what I can until the headaches worsen, but I just know too much light and it's just going to go all downhill. If I could get away with it and just cut the light off, I would. But then you guys would see a bunch of other shit. See? Actually, that feels really good not to have it on. We'll see what I can do without this. And if it starts to fuck up, well, we'll go from there. You guys get no lights today. I mean, you can see some of it like right here, but we'll see. We'll run with it if it gets worse. Names on the security plan were Knight and Rook, I think. What's that? Thank you indeed, Kay. You've provided us a vital clue. Howee, your eyes just lit like a pair of damn Christmas trees. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, care to tell the readers what you've just spotted? A contradiction. Oh, what now? I don't see nothing strange. Let me show you. This picture shows the moment of evidence, but I have another piece that shows something different. I need to highlight the point and then employ my powers of deduction. First, to find the contradiction in the photograph. Yes, I simply press Y to make my deduction. Now to present the evidence that proves the contradiction. Look closely at the picture in the president. Look closely at the picture of the president in this newspaper clipping, would you, Miss Lloyd? Now look at Kay's photograph carefully. Huh? What am I looking for here? Well, I'll be. Indeed, there's something on the president's forehead, something that wasn't in the other picture. Meh. What is that? Some kind of birthmark? Yeah, guy's got a big red birthmark in the middle of his forehead. I highly doubt a birthmark just sprang up there since the other picture was taken. Did he get bitten by a bug then, maybe? Yeah, that's it. That's right there. Big old bug bite. Here I thought it was something important. The look on your face? You should know that the road to the truth is paved with such seemingly trivial details. Ooh, again with the face. Alright. Duly noted, Chief. Now you guys can see some of the green screen, but it'll be fine. We're gonna wait for the ad. I got about another 90 seconds, and I don't want to start more conversation until we're through with the ad. I will be right back while this ad is going to start. Cheers, guys. Interesting flavor. Sorry you guys don't get the photo lights today. Extreme light has just been giving me a massive migraine lately. In fact, that might be part of the reason as to why. I'm giving you guys the game. I mean, I can hide myself if I need to. Fortunately, the green screen behind me is not doing too bad. You like seeing my reaction? Well, I like not having a headache. So, we're gonna do what we can with what we've got. Welcome back from the ads, by the way, everybody. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Did you like my big entrance? I really am your hero now, huh? Well, your evidence helped things along, certainly. I'm the second Yatagarasu, remember? All a day's work. By the way, this is a cranberry lemon Celsius that I am drinking. 200 milligrams of caffeine at 6:30 at night. Perfect. Kinda wish I could have showed you how far I've really come with the whole Great Thief thing, though. The training you mentioned? About that. Don't worry, I haven't stolen anything yet, I promise. So the whole Great Thief thing is on hold. For now, anyway. That's a relief, I suppose. Yeah, I wanted to get out there and start stealing back the truth like my dad, but I've still got a ways to go with my training. And I need to find some partners in crime. Hope she means that figuratively. I can't be the only girl in the world looking to pull out the most daring heists ever attempted. True, but not many people are looking to pull off a career in larceny either, I'd wager. It's true. Yep, no doubt about it. If you compare the pic I took to the newspaper clipping, the red birthmark stands out like a sore thumb. That's a contradiction, alright. Indeed, though I very much doubt it's a birthmark suddenly appearing. Oh, that reminds me. I might have to steal that line of yours. The road to truth is paved with seemingly trivial thefts. Funny, I don't remember that being the exact sequence of words I used. Why just rob our house when you can rearrange the furniture too? Ah, so good. You may call it rearranging, but I call it irretrievably corrupting. Oh boy, I had to. Oof. Can I connect the dots here? Boom. Oh, it does not like that. Oh boy. I've solved the red birthmark. Really? So it wasn't a bug bite? Nope. What we're dealing with isn't something that would itch for a day and then disappear. It's in fact the beam of a laser sight. Our killer was aiming to shoot the president square in the forehead, and shortly after his picture was taken, a second shot rang out. Yeah, that's gonna do more than itch. Indeed, I fear the Presidente may be even more danger than we thought. And the gun we found is the weapon used in that crime. Why would the perp use a laser sight, though? He's right, you'd sound like crazy using something like that. Pew pew pew! It's not like you can just go around shooting lasers all over the place. No, and anyone who saw it could trace it right back to the shooter. Seems like a pretty bad idea all around. Oh, I almost forgot. I took a couple more pictures. Maybe the laser sight's in one of them. It's a long shot, but it's worth a look at least. Alright, Kay, let's see these other pictures. Yes, sirree. Let's see. First up, here's one I took just before everything started going south. Might be more useful to us if half the frame wasn't taken it with your face. Hey, can you blame me for wanting to get a selfie with the president? Lucky for you, this was right before the gun went off. And this is the one I showed you from before, just after the first shot was fired. The second shot came just seconds after this. There's... What's this? I can hardly see anything. I got knocked over when everyone started running around. Right after that last picture. Guess I must have pressed the shutter by accident. Not sure this is gonna be much use, kid. And that's all of them. Time to take a closer look. Let's examine the picture from before the shooting. Is there any hint of the laser sight here?
Take that!
There, I see it. What is it, sir? Look closely at the person with the red hood. Whoa, there it is! Indeed, that's our laser sight right mirror. So that's our perp. The one in the red hood must be the shooter. Yes. We found them. That's all thanks to yours truly. Indeedy. You led us right to the greatest treasure of all, Miss Great Thief. The truth. You may have captured our would-be assassin in one of your other pictures too. Let's take another look.
Take that!
Look, right there. That jacket must be our suspect. Looks like they took advantage of the confusion to make their getaway. Luckily, we can see exactly where they were headed. Ah, the samurai dog stand. Precisely, which means they escaped towards the right-hand side of the spectator area. Gumshoe? On it. Consider it cleared. Good, I'm counting on you. There is. There sure is. We have you now, Little Red Riding Hood. The entire park is cordoned off, and we know which way you went. Now it's simply a matter of time of hunting your ass down. Now let us continue our investigation. There's evidence here somewhere. All we have to do is find it. Must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my eye. What the hell is this? A red button. Hey, do you think could have been dropped by a red-hooded suspect? Seems likely. It says samurai dogs. Now with Sakura relish, just in time for spring. Sakura? What does that taste like? Well, Sakura's cherry blossom, so I guess maybe cherries. Blossoms are blossoms and cherries are cherries, or they're totally different. But you're right, I suppose. I suppose. What does Sakura really taste like? This is my kind of mystery. It's a flimsy-looking food stand made of plywood, and it sells samurai dogs. Mr. Edgeworth, got $1.50 if you know. You're not actually suggesting I subsidize you eating on the job. Oh, I didn't mean to. That is I. Maybe when we're done? Fine. When we finish investigating, you can have one, and only one. Understood? Sorry, sir, I never should have... Wait, did you say I could have one? Yes. Why, is something the matter? Nope, it's just... I wasn't expecting you to... Thanks, sir. Aw, Edgeworth getting some dogs? The puddle reflects a clear blue sky. All that remains of the rain. You're a regular poet, sir. Very funny, detective. How would you describe it, then? Let's see, a pool of water left behind after a real heavy downpour. Just like I get left behind after a real heavy dose of Mr. Edgeworth's logic. I would say don't give up on your day job, but it seems you don't even have to. It seems you don't even have that down, detective. There are toy rifles lined up here along the counter. Oh, rifle range. I'm good at these, sir. Regular sharpshooter. They said you hated guns. Oh, I don't hate them. I just don't really like them. Isn't that basically the same thing? No. It's the hand of the Steel Samurai balloon. Or rather, the fan the hand is holding it. Mr. Hedrick, there's no dying message, sir. Why would there be? The president isn't dead. Not from the president, from the Steel Samurai. Let me break this to you gently, detective. The Steel Samurai is just a balloon. But you said to yourself 1,000 times, every piece of evidence has a tale to tell. Which means the Steel Samurai must have something to tell us too. Dare I delve into what you're misconstrued? I mean... I talked. You say you attended today's ceremony in order to gather material for an article of some kind? You bet I did. It ain't the kind of thing that happens every day. And when did the ceremony begin? Right after the rain stopped. We got lucky. It was raining all morning before that. Anyhow, the president's plane touched down right around 1:45, and his speech started at 2 on the nose. What about the shooting? Must have been maybe 20 minutes after. Yeah, shots rang out, tearing through the air only moments before what had been live with cheers. Then tragically, the president dropped to the floor, felled by an unknown assassin's bullet. 2:25 p.m., March 25th. I've been reporting to you live from the scene here at Cord Lake. What the hell was that all about? Sorry, just making some voice notes. I get those ideas down the second they come out of the old noggin, you know. It ain't every day you get to report on the assassination of a president, after all. It's dramatic, it's emotional. It's got everything I need to write an article that puts the readers right there on the scene. And did the president really drop to the floor? Officers on the scene said his bodyguards escorted him directly on the plane, sir. Hey, y'all can't blame me for getting a little carried away now, can ya? Better take any testimony she gives with a good-sized pinch of salt. Stop it. Calling me a reporter and all? It's kind of weird when someone else says it. Still, tabloid reporter at large. Does kind of have a ring to it, doesn't it? But you are a reporter, correct? Sure am. A reporter in training. What? Have you had any articles published? Fixing to look up my work, huh? Well, that might be tricky. No works yet. And yet you call yourself a reporter nonetheless? Well, I soon will be, won't I? This right here is a big old scoop. Make no mistake about it. And I got the whole thing on tape. Didn't miss a second. And it's all thanks to my trusty mic and even my trustier tape machine. I'm about to get the journalistic world on fire, just like my mentor before me. You know the Chief Ruffles, my mentor, my inspiration? No, but you have mentioned her repeatedly. Did I? Can't rightly say I remember. What kind of reporter forgets shit like that? Well, it's just like the Chief always says. You gotta treat information as irresponsibly as you can. What kind of mentor says that? Oh, you should have heard her the day she gave me this here tape machine. You be sure and bag yourself the juiciest, sleaziest scoops you can now, you hear? Wonderful. So you're the kind of reporter who sees fire under even the faintest trace of smoke. Nah, I'm the kind of reporter who puffs on the fire until the smoke about chokes you. How's that any better? I can walk all over. Cool. This wooden sign looks almost brand new. I imagine it was placed here recently. What's it say? 50 yards to Cordy Museum? 70 yards to the, never mind. What's the matter, detective? Just read it, will you? 70 yards to the boathouse. Feels like a million years since that whole story of fair unfolded. Fond memories, detective. Yeah, fond memories, sir. Oh, I got an achievement for... I just got an achievement for just looking at that. Oh boy. Oh, nope, 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 we already did that. Oh, hello. There's something red. I didn't see the red down there first. Gumshoe, can you see what that is under the stand, please? There's something down here, alright. Let's see. I'll get a little closer for you guys so you guys can see the reaction. A red raincoat. This must be the one the suspect is wearing. They must have taken it off and hid it under there before they made their escape. Seemingly discarded by the person in the red hood. Found under the samurai dog stand. Alrighty. There's nothing unusual about the left sleeve. Nope, it's not inside out, but the button's still attached. Seems entirely too neat to have been removed in a hurry and thrown on the ground. The sleeve, it's inside out. The button's missing too. Fucking hiccups, man! I'm just not allowed to have hiccups at all. Fuck me. You know what? I blame Nib. The button we found seems to have come from this raincoat. Must have been pulled loose when the killer took it off. Right, the sleeve's inside out too. Seems it was removed in a hurry. Fast enough to tear a button off, no less. I surmise our assassin disposed of the gun and the bag in the trash immediately after the shooting at the president.